Hello and welcome, and cross your fingers and your toes that this is going to play because we've had some technical difficulties today. Oh boy, oh boy. So come on in. It's time for the afternoon cup of peas. I'm so glad that you're here with me. So we have a couple of people that are watching, and just let me know who you are. Make a comment. Let me know that you're here. We're going to do a few card pulls, but first we're going to go into our hearts. So hand on your heart and slow down your breathing. Add in the joy. Add in love. Anything positive that comes to mind. Bring that into your heart center and put a smile on your face. The smile is the most important thing that you can do for you. So I just want to take a moment and make sure that this is streaming because we're not getting our peeps in here. So let's see where they are. Yep, we are on. So let's see. Share it to a couple of people and see if we can get the troops coming in. All right, so while we're waiting for people, I'll go ahead and start reading the angel message that came through last night. So let me get to that. And if nobody comes in, then it'll be an early day, won't it? All right, so the angel message is stretch and learn. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. I sat outside tonight sky watching with my dear friend Carrie. I know that scientists and physicists have explanations for what happens with clouds and reflected colors in the clouds and so on. However, laying back and observing the beautiful sky and how it continuously changes was a mystical spiritual experience. I didn't want to move or close my eyes as I watched the show on display above me. Clouds took on shapes and then, as if they were in a lava lamp, morphed into a different shape or disappeared altogether. Dear angels, the simple act of observing the vast sky and drifting clouds opens up so many questions. These questions exist of everything from how creation happened to what God is, what angels are, and how the whole puzzle fits together. So much of it doesn't make sense. It seems puzzle pieces are missing, and as Carrie said, I'll find the answers when I get to heaven. Some things, like clouds, are elusive and unknown as long as we are in a limited experience. Dear ones, you have all the information and knowledge at your disposal. The more you question, the more is revealed. There are no secrets. The human mind will tell you that you cannot know everything and that God alone has all the knowledge. Some even say that he or she shares information with humans on a need-to-know basis. We encourage you, dear ones, to feel into your heart and see if that resonates with you. God is not selfish, but rather wants you to have understanding and enlightenment. You hold in high regard those among you who expand their minds and have more understanding of how the puzzle fits together. They seemingly find the missing pieces that make the picture make sense. We say to you that every one of you is capable of this. There is no one who is higher than another. Honor every being as magnificent. Stop comparing and simply learn from each other. Putting your minds together will bring about a synergistic energy that opens dimensions and helps you see those things that you could not understand when trying to do so on your own. Help each other to reach the highest understanding possible and go beyond the limits you have placed on yourself. Dear angels, today I promise to stretch my mind and open to possibilities. There you all are. I don't know what happened with the chat. I'm seeing on the screen, but I'm not seeing it on my chat. So Prachetta, hello. Catherine Kovacs, Auntie Jean. Always. And thank you, Pat Moss. Yeah, it was a very inspired message last night from the angels. I'm at Carrie Klingon Butcher's house, and I'll be here this week. She goes off on a little journey to just explore herself and be alone and figure out what Spirit wants her to know. So I'll be here with her little love bug, Magneto, and hopefully you'll be able to see some of him while I'm here. But we sat out back last night on her back patio and watched the sky and watched the clouds, and what an amazing time to just sit and be. If you're into sky watching at all, I encourage you to watch what happens when you just open up to possibilities. Like, what is possible up there in the clouds, right? What is it all about? And what are those shapes that come in? And then the colors that come into different clouds. Hello, Tammy Fisk. So glad to see you here. I know, right? Yeah, I couldn't even come on with the 10 million meditation until the very end. I was able to come on for a minute, but I still think the audio was messed up. So I even shut down my computer and turned it back on again. So I don't know what's going on. But whatever it is, we're here. I'm here and you're here, and thank you for being here today. I wanted to do a few card pulls. I won't be on long because the internet is not cooperating, and I just want to make it a pleasant experience and not one where we're fussing over something like the internet. So let's see who is here. Auntie Jean is here, Pachetta's here, Tammy's here. So let's see what kind of messages the angels want to give you. I'm only going to use the pony cards today. I'm not using the Mary Magdalene cards. So we have Jean, Pat, Tammy, Prachetta, and who else did I see? I thought I saw more than that. Catherine Kovacs. Okay. All right, so let's see what they have to say to all of you guys out there. Auntie Jean, we're going to do you first. And then I think Prachetta came in about the same time you did. So let's see what they have to say to you. And Jean, I just love that you work with your message all week long. When it comes up, you put it on the grid and work with it. So Auntie Jean, your message today is free. All good things are wild and free. And that's a quote by Thoreau. Like the wind in the trees, like a herd of wild horses in the rolling hills, honor your freedom today. Let the colors radiate from your soul and shine on all those around you. In the realm of freedom, your heart leads the way. The natural pull toward one direction or another lives within you. You need not ponder in your mind. You only need to feel where your heart wants you to go. Your direction may not be straight. It may meander along with trajectories. Know that this is as it should be. Auntie Jean, I love this card for you. Be wild and free. And I think you are. You are a free spirit for sure. So take that to heart this week, being wild and free. And just be that beautiful spirit that we know you to be. Prachetta, you keep seeing your messages over and over. Well, let's see what happens today and see if it's that same message for you. Saturn goes into retrograde. Well, something the heck is happening up there because it's messing with electronics and broadcasts and computers. All right, so Prachetta, you have spiritual journey. Alone on a night ride, this peaceful rider finds himself at one with spirit, his guide. In silence, his connection to all that is around him is magnified. The golden harvest moon shines glimpses of the journey before him. Your spiritual journey is your own, unique to who you are. In gratitude, embrace your spirituality. Feel the fullness in your body. See the wisdom in Spirit's ways. Cherish your relationship with Spirit, for there is no other exactly the same. The paths that unfold were meant for you, predestined with your purpose in mind. Feel the love, support, and strength that guide you. Ponder the lessons that have made their way to you. Consider how these teachings are meant to make a difference in this world. So I think that is the important one right there, Prachetta. You've had lessons over and over again, but now it's time on your journey to see how it all comes together, to make sense, because it will. It'll make sense when it all falls into place. Oh, you're so welcome, Prachetta, and Auntie Jean loved her card and meander very well. Absolutely. And hello, Blue Jean. Thank you for joining in with us today. So let me write your name down. All right, so we did Auntie Jean and we did Prachetta. I'm going to Pat Moss. So Pat, let's see what the angels want you to know. Jennifer, good afternoon. So let me write Jen's name down. Like I said, I'm not going to do many. I'm not going to be on here very long. And we have the Sunday Come to Meeting song that we still need to play so we can get our prayers lifted up like we do every day. All right, so Pat Moss, you have entering the sacred forest. A rider wrapped in a striped blanket moves almost silently on a dark horse, entering the sacred forest. The trees form a living cathedral. The birds sing their delicate songs as the horse walks. The Great Spirit feels nearby. The time before you is sacred, a place of introspection. Pay attention to the learnings that can be found here, for you are in on an important place of growth. Watch for messages to your soul in the birds, the trees, and the gleaming light as it permeates the branches. Are there patterns to see? Visions to new paths? The answers lie in your heart. Just listen. Just listen. What a huge message for all of us. And they've been saying that for a while now. They've been giving us that message. You know, it's not about how much we talk. It's how well we listen with our spiritual ears to see what Spirit has to say. Oh, Blue, I always share messages with you. So, yeah. All right. So, Pat, that was Pat Moss. And then we go to Catherine Kovacs. So, Catherine, let's see what the pony message is for you today. And Blue, how is our Dolly doing? I think about her so much, and especially right now. You know, it's starting to get cold up there. You're getting some of that frost on the ground and some other white stuff that's going to come along pretty soon. All right, Catherine Kovacs, you have Dancing on the Edge. That is your message today. Shine the spotlight into the world before you. Dance on the edge and feel your inner strength as you step beyond a world of comfort. Break through to new realms, unknown realms, and let the power of uncertainty unfold. You know, that's a little scary, isn't it? It can be. if we go into something and we don't know anything about it, we don't know what's going to happen. But that's what they're saying, for you to stretch out, to really reach beyond what you already know and step out of your comfort zone. For today is a day to break through the boundaries, real or imagined. Today is a day to dance in the new possibilities that unfold when you expand your horizons. Leaping with faith into this unknown, knowing that the landing might be a bit bumpy, but more importantly, knowing that you will find your footing and each step will become stronger. So, dear Catherine, just step out of that comfort zone. Do something that you wouldn't normally do and stretch yourself, because that's where the growth will come in. And Pat said, I walked in the forest today. I came home and wrote in my gratitude journal. So grateful. You know, you can't make this stuff up, Pat. I had no idea, no way of knowing that you walked in the forest. But look at your message. The angels knew. They knew to give you a message about the forest. So happy that the angels are guiding you all along the way. So beautiful. All right, so Jennifer. Where is our sweet Jennifer Langren? Let's see what the angels want you to know. And Blue said Dolly is better. Her knee is still swollen from the tick bite. She's still limpy a bit. She was happy yesterday. I am not going to see her today. It's in the 50s, no snow. Dolly is by the river and it's warmer there. Oh, good. Good. I'm so glad. And thank you for that update on her. Catherine says, okay, I'm going to have a buzzy week this week. Lots going on. Thank you for the confirmation. It was spot on. Oh, I'm so glad, Catherine. Can't wait to hear what your adventures are going to be. All right, so Jennifer Langren, you have Across the Universe. I love the image of this one. Hello, Shiraz. Thank you for coming in. All right, so for Jennifer, trotting through the solar system, this primitive pony will take your heart to new unknowns. Look at that, another one going into the unknown. There is a universal flow that feeds our souls and fills our bodies and minds with knowingness and strength. Today, consider where you might venture into the unknown. As energy flows from the far expanse of our universe around our globe into your little corner of the earth, you can feel the gifts enter your body and dance with your heart. If you follow that stream of energy back to that expansive source, you will find a life-giving rhythm which leads to new heights. Follow that stream. Consider the possibilities and trot into new opportunities. They await you. You only need become aware and give yourself permission to see what is there. So a lot of unknown stuff going on, right? I know. I don't think we've had this card before, Blue. I think it's a new card for us. But how beautiful is that energy? And Jennifer Langren, just like Catherine's message, lots of unknowns, lots of newness opening up. Step out of that comfort zone. All right, so busy. Okay, so I don't know what that means, Catherine. Yes, I'm going to do 2 more. So Shiraz, let me do yours, and then I'll do the one for me. And Blue, we're going to share one today. All right, so Shiraz, yours is the wild waves of life. I don't think we've had this one either. There's a lot of newness today. Do y'all see that? A lot of things that are new happening. Oh, you're going to have a busy week this week. I get it. I got your message now, Catherine. Yeah, lots of things coming up for you. That's what I'm hearing as well. So Shiraz, the wild waves of life. Like tumultuous seas, the wild waves of life will always lead to calmer waters. We are given inner strength to master these wild moments in the rhythm and flow of life. The lessons that present themselves along the way bring growth and meaning. They expand our boundaries to new ways of being. So let the waters test you. Trust in riding the edge, for it will lead you to new heights. Live into the crest of the wave. Beautiful message. Just, I've never surfed. I'm too afraid of the water, especially the ocean, to even think about getting on a surfboard. But that's what I'm seeing, is that kind of energy for you, Shiraz, to just let that wave take you higher and experience the freedom of being up on top of the wave and just letting it flow down into the calmness below. So lots of flowing energy is what I'm feeling for you. And Blue says, definitely a new card, though makes sense as we race toward the end of the year and new beginnings. Yeah, and we're getting ready for it. We're being prepared. That's what's going on, is we're all being prepared. So there's newness, there's freshness, there's all this stuff coming up for us to look at and to work with that energy. All right, so last card is for me in blue. We're going to share it and see what it brings forward for us. And then we'll go ahead and do the prayers. So let me put that up here. Type in your prayer requests if you have any. And we'll do our Sunday Come to Meeting song so we can all get into that energy of the beauty and the glory of our Creator. Oh, Tammy, why didn't I have your name written down? All right, so I got to do a Tammy card before I do one for me in blue, because Tammy, you've been here. So stick around for just a minute and let me get a message for you, Tammy. I don't know why I didn't have your name written with the others. I did. I just somehow didn't see it there. Okay. You know you have to ride the waves. Absolutely. Okay, so let me get the card for Tammy. This beautiful aqua horse is calling you. The rhythm of synchronicity. So Tammy Fisk. I'm so glad you're with us. I know you can't come on during the week because you have to work, so it's good to have you here this weekend. Lines of synchronicity enter our worlds each day. People walk into our lives with new ideas, in new relationship, in perfect timing. Nature swirls motion around us with birds in flight, wildlife passing through, flowers blooming, and weather always in change. Is there a message to hear? Take time today to consider the possibilities. Open your heart to the synchronicity of life. Are the sequence of happenings reflecting your deepest emotions? Or are there new ideas to explore? Participate in life in active awareness, fully in tune to the rhythm around you. Follow where you are drawn, letting your intuition be your guide. For synchronicity is at play today, and you only need to listen. There's that message again. We have to listen. You know, seriously, people, it's like, how many times does Spirit have to tell us this, right? To listen. And sometimes there's that busyness that's happening, that we're swirling around, and all of our have-tos, that responsibility that we have to do things in the world, to work, to take care of maybe a home, or children, or siblings, or whatever that looks like. But there's always a chance to just listen. And Tammy, I'm feeling for you that this is a really important message for you to take some quiet time, go into that place where there's no distractions, and just be. And I think that's when the message is going to come through for you, to really listen to it. Love you so much, Tammy. I'm so glad you were here today. And Auntie Jean says, well, everyone is growing and progressing along. Meanwhile, I am meandering. I better get myself together. Meandering is not bad, Auntie Jean. It's sometimes a really good thing to take your time and stroll along. And Shiraz is asking for prayers for herself, for Shiraz, Mom Sharu, Brother Adil, and husband Jataner. Yes, we certainly will. And Gizmo, oh, sweet Gizmo, you're there just in time for this message, which is, this is for me in blue, the Sisters of the Sun. Spirit's so funny. These angels especially are very funny. Shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart, the power of partnership lifts the light of possibility to new horizons. Aligned in passion, this culmination of gifts spirals to great heights and gracefully touches all those around you. Visions of tomorrow are given new life in the illumination and power of the sun. Share in each other's creativity, passion, and capabilities, bringing your own dynamic gifts to add to the flowing waters of abundance. Bask in the warmth of this shared illumination, and let the divine compass of life guide your direction together, for in shared passion, all is possible. Blue, I love this card for us. We are sisters of the sun. We are connected in our creativity and connected in our vision and those things that are important to each of us in the world. We really have a lot going on together as a ministry. Thank you. Thank you for being my sweet sister of the sun and for all of the love and support that you have given to me and to the mission of peace on earth. Thank you so much. You're so funny. No, I think she found somebody else, Blues. I don't think I'm going to be in Massachusetts. So maybe you just have to come down to Florida. I think that's what they're telling you. All right. So I want to do one last card before I end these readings, and that's for my hostess with the mostest, my dear friend, Carrie Klingon Butcher. And the card that came up for you is habits. Along the path of life, we collect a set of habits and ways of being. They follow along and make themselves present in our lives each day, sometimes catapulting us to the next grand idea, sometimes following along in the shadows of our being, wreaking havoc. Consider the patterns, the habits of your life. What is worth keeping? What is no longer serving you? The dark side of habits, unworthy of growth, is that they deaden our senses, they stagnate our growth, and they shut the door to new possibilities. Today, make a commitment to firmly set aside the habits in your life that don't serve you. Instead, commit to focus on the habits that light your heart afire, that expand your mind to new ideas, and that bring good to you and to those around you. Create a life of patterns that breathe spirit and energy into the possibilities. You have a choice each day. Choose wisely. So I'm going to take this card downstairs after the show ends and share it with Sweet Carrie. And later today, we're going to go watch the movie After Death. So we're going to go spend some time together and focusing in on what happens after the human body dies, and what about those people that have seen the other side when they have a near-death experience. That's what the movie's all about. So I'm very happy to be spending some time with my friend today before she takes off in the morning, and I'll be here house sitting for her and watching her beautiful Magneto. Oh, well, I'll get there, Blue. I will, just not in January. so it will happen. It'll be in divine timing for sure. All right, so any prayer requests? I know that Shiraz put some prayers in, And anybody else that has something going on, let's please remember our world that in some parts is so in upheaval and conflict. And let's just pray for peace on earth. Yes, we do. Carrie, I don't know if you heard your card. I'll bring it down for you to look at and read the words of it. But I pulled a card for you, and I'm so happy to be here in your blessed little home. It's so precious to me. I've been here several times now, and it feels like home to me. When I come in, I feel like I've come home. So any prayers that you have, pray for travel prayers for Carrie tomorrow as she goes away. And anybody else that's traveling or not being in their normal place. Oh, so sweet. Awesome. So we do have a seat in the theater when we go today. Bob and Noel, the couple that I was sitting their house for the last month, they'll be on the road traveling pretty soon to go take care of some business up in Wisconsin. So I'm asking travel prayers for them. And anyone else who may have something going on that you just need us to lift you up. That's what we want to do during this time. We have a long list of prayer requests. It's like 20 pages of names, people, animals, different places in the world. So as the song is playing, our Sunday Come to Meeting song, just remember all of that. And remember that we make a difference with our prayers. We make a difference when we care about each other. So let me get that going. Do you miss all of your beetles? I tell you what, all the beetles are here in her home. Every one of them. So, all right, so let's go into our hearts. And if there's anything that you want to share while the music's playing, please do so in the comments.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. You're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight. Oh yeah, I will fight. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees.
Come to the water where everyone, everywhere, is valued, seen, and treated equally and just, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Come to the water where peace is freedom from fear, the truth that aligns us with our higher self, the lightness of being at oneness with existence, flowing with the highest frequencies of the universe, the freedom of being in grace, joy, and harmony with life, where peace, like a river, is following its natural flow, and we allow it to happen without interference, where we accept the energy of love. Come to the water. Come, find peace. Find peace. I find peace in the water. I don't know about you all, but I feel every Sunday when we come together here, this feels like water. It feels like a conduit, a beautiful spiritual energy for us to meet together, to love together, to play together. And I hope that you have found a bit of that today as you came here, as you shared what's on your heart, anyone that you want us to pray for. And Carrie, if it's okay, we'll put your niece in the grids. We have two, and we'll put her on the prayer list as well. Thank you for sharing that we can lift her up. All right, so it's time to get out of here. And what do we do every day? We share some love, don't we? Some love and some gratitude. So let me put that up. The words are, thank you, I love you. And that's what we do while our beautiful Leo sings to us. Oh, we certainly will, Carrie. We have an East grid and a Western grid, and she'll be in both of those and on our prayer list that we go to every day to lift up those who need it. Thank you, Jen, for being here, and I love you. And here's our Leo. Leo. Little bit of Leo in our life.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go.
Come on, come on.
Let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you wake up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're from peace for peace, so let me show for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. The creative portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Waiting on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath and go in into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy of every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the B's and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy of every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the B's and the bar.
Thank you, Tammy. Love you.
Namaste.
Cup full of joy. Auntie Jean, so glad you were here.
The day on the high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the B's and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy of every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. There really is no secret. We simply
Accept, align, allow. AAA, y'all.
morning cup of full of joy, every day. Start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Yeah. Morning cup of full of joy, every day. Start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Yeah. Cup of joy, cup of full of joy.
Ooh, thank you, Leo. And thank you, everyone that showed up today. Take good care, everyone. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And we'll see you tomorrow morning on Morning Cup of Joy at 8 o'clock. Love you. Bye, everyone. Namaste, y'all.